What up, friendo? Sorry for the late start today.
What's cracking? That's all right. I was late.
Oh, I mean, I had some setup shit to do, and
So did I.
I think Tim was the only one. I could hear you, Tim. I think you were the only one that came on like prepared and
I'm not
and
prepared,
audible
man.
and everything.
Nope.
Oh man, are you guys all rested up?
No. I had my first day of work today, and for a teacher, that's meetings. And so I had to listen to my superintendent and my curriculum director talk for about an hour and a half, and I was nodding off pretty bad. So,
are they going to come back and watch this show later?
No, not even a chance.
Okay.
It wasn't there boring. I'm just tired. I mean, we were out there since Tuesday, man. So
yeah,
that's a long week, dude. I came out Friday night and I was still pretty fucking tired on Sunday morning. So I don't know how you guys do it for the whole fucking week. Let's see what's going on
here. Yeah, part of me came home and poked around on Airbnb, and I was looking like if I could get a hotel for $200 or something for 5 days, or a Airbnb for $200, total over the course of 5-6 days or whatever, I'd totally do it just to shower in. But yeah,
I think it would be, for getting out that early, I think it'd be good to just one night, like Thursday night or Friday night, just leave the camp at 8:00. You're not really missing much except for walking around drinking and laughing.
Right. Yep.
It's fun, but
So yeah, episode 111, Michigan Homebrew Festival recap. There might be others joining us tonight. There may not be. We'll see. I spread the link around a little bit, but just want to talk about the festival this year, how it went, what you guys enjoyed and stuff like that. But more importantly, to start, I guess, what you drinking? Jordan, you got some Sierra Nevada Fest beer that I never got from you.
Yeah, I know. I still got some. No, I'm actually Old Speckled Hen.
Oh yeah, you won the cricket tournament, right?
Yeah. So I've cracked open one of these. It's fucking delicious.
So when you say cricket tournament, it's darts, right? Not cricket.
Yep.
Cricket.
No, it wasn't
with a mallet and shit.
Yeah, what they call European baseball, basically. No, this was cricket darts tournament, and it came down to me and Brandon Edwards, and it was neck and neck.
How many games did you have to play to get down to that spot?
I think I played 4 or 5.
It's not bad. It's still a lot. Congratulations.
Yeah, my bicep is sore, overextended from throwing the dart so much.
Man. Okay.
But yeah.
Yeah,
that's yeah. It was like game 3 or whatever. I was like, my arm's starting to hurt a little bit. Like, I'm not in good shape.
What other beers did you win
out there, man?
There was Old Speckled Hen, some London Pride, and Fuller's Porter, or Fuller's London Pride is what it is. I can't remember. There was a Porter. Porter was the last one. I'd have to go look at it. Sam Smith might be.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. That's neat, buddy.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I enjoy myself some British beers, so I'm happy about it.
I don't think I've ever had it. Like, what style of beer is it even?
Oh, this is an English pale ale. Just says distinctive English pale ale. I don't know if you can see it on there, but
does it taste distinctive?
It does not taste. Yeah, I would say so. It doesn't taste like an American pale ale. That's for sure. I mean, it's very.
Sweet.
I mean, there's very little hops on the nose. I would say it's a good mixture of hops and malt, but it's definitely a lot more malty and smooth than you would have from an American pale ale.
That sounds good. What are you drinking, Tim?
I have a little bit left of the hoppy rice lager I made for beer camp, but I didn't line. Yeah. There's a little bit of the New Zealand Pilsner in there, so it tastes kind of weird, but I'm going for it.
Sounds like weird in a good way, maybe.
It's fine.
Did you get your stuff back on tap like yesterday, or?
I got all my. So I went over and helped Jason unload the trailer yesterday, and I grabbed all my kegs, and my kegerator upstairs didn't have any taps in, so I just grabbed that one in the gang brew and threw it on. But I haven't done anything with it, so that's it. Everything else is just still laying, basically back there behind that cat.
I got home yesterday, and I think the only real thing I did was clean out the jockey box lines, which Jason, it looks like, already did. But I just wanted to run PBW and Star Sand through them again because I got to use it again in about a month here. But yeah, I didn't want to drink yesterday, and then while I was gone, a friend sent me some homebrew that Shayna stuck in the fridge for me, and I don't know, it was calling my name, so I had a Czech dark lager last night. It was really good.
Cool.
And I got his Czech amber here actually, so
which
is also really good. His name's David. He goes by Students Brewing, David James. I think I can let me scope out his Master Homebrew program rank, because I think he's in the MHP. Yeah, he's a GM too. Cascade Brewer Society. I was thinking him and one other guy. So yeah, really good stuff.
Cool. I love a good Czech amber.
I'm trying to think. I feel like I had a really, really good Czech amber sometime recently, and I don't remember where it was.
But I can't say I've ever had a Czech amber specifically.
Oh,
it's time to brew one.
Yeah. I'm trying to
brew one pretty soon.
Look at that color,
maybe next year for MHF. I'm trying to plan out my beers so that way I have more beer to submit to the Michigan Beer Cup rather than just one next year.
Yeah, if you would have submitted two, we would have won. So
yeah, I was gonna say, like, damn it.
Jordan took a gold, right?
Yeah, I did with an international dark lager with, I think, what would be considered a Czech dark lager.
So it's what you tried to brew, and excuse me, that's what you entered it as.
Yeah. Yep.
Nice.
Yeah. I made a beer, and that's where it fit.
No worries, Tim. It's fine.
Yeah, it's not a problem.
He's barking.
Super serious show we got going on here, so it's all good. No, Tim took 3 medals too, I believe, right?
I did, yeah. I took a gold for my Roush, which has been doing pretty well. It's gotten 40 or higher on all but one comp, and I got 25 there, so they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. And then I got a silver for American Wild Ale, which you also got a medal on that table.
I did.
I believe
all keepers did.
Yep. And then silver for an English IPA, which is a good representation of an English IPA, and I will never brew it again because holy shit.
I tried that thing, and I remember everybody that tried that was like, yeah, this is English IPA, I guess. Yeah. And they like begrudgingly chugged the rest of the cup and then had something else. Yeah,
like, it's fine.
It was all EKG hops or something in that. Was that?
Yeah, there's a little bit of Fuggles too.
Okay.
So both super exciting hops.
Yeah. I know Marshall Shot from Brulosophy loves his Fuggle.
Yeah.
I feel like he's one of the only ones. I got a what did I do? So we talked about the American Amber. I got a bronze and American Wild Ale. A silver, an historical mead, an experimental. I think there were only 4 entries in that category anyway. So
there were only 4 in traditional as well.
Oh, really?
That makes me think for next year, if we wanted to throw some mead out there, avoiding the fruit and berry meads and the spice
Mhm.
mead would be a way to go.
So that is M2, I believe. Yeah, is all the fruit shit, and that is for sure the most heavily entered of the mead subcategory, the mead categories. I think that Jason and I talked about splitting out cider a little bit next year too.
That'd be good.
Like splitting like fire ciders and ice ciders and like some of the more higher ABV ones out. Maybe sticking that in with like experimental, we're not sure. And then kind of sticking fruit and spice together a little bit. So either having like 5 or 6 cider categories. And then we're gonna split hazy IPA out next year too.
That'd be cool.
So all the hazies are gonna go against each other, and then all the Americans and specialty IPAs and stuff like that will go against each other, and we'll have more medals to give out, and it'll be a little bit easier to medal an IPA. Not that it should be. It's not. Jason Glatz needs more competition, not less. You know? He's killing it.
I know.
I talked to him a little bit later about his IPA, and he said it was the most accurate like homebrew of a Two-Hearted clone that he has ever made or tasted. So it's probably no surprise that took gold.
Yeah, the guy's got his IPAs down, that's for sure.
It sounds like it.
So what went on Thursday? Because Thursday is really the start of MHF proper, right?
Yeah, we won't speak of what happened before Thursday.
Hold on, my cat's trying to get my lap. It's warm in my house right now. So, well, let's talk about Wednesday even. So, have either of you been there on a Wednesday before?
I haven't.
So, normally there's a few people that get there on a Wednesday. Like it's not super crazy, but I think my first Wednesday was 2 years ago. So I think Jason and I went out on Tuesday last year, and we went out on Wednesday the year before. And it was just me and Jason, and I think maybe like Lee McBain showed up or something. And maybe Dan Frechette came out for a little bit, but like that was it. Like I remember sitting around drinking a couple bottles of beer, just talking and wandering around the empty camp, and like one person had their jockey box set up, and we went and stole some of their beer, legitimately poured some of their beer because they had it out right. Like if you're gonna have it out, then it's free game. But
yeah.
But last year, there were like, I don't know, at least 10, 20 people wandering around. And this year,
it's like set up.
Oh my God. Yeah. This year by Wednesday, like half the clubs were set up, or at least well on their way.
Wow.
And Thursday, like everybody was like fucking done by like midday, and like pouring.
The rain.
What about the rain?
I think they were trying to beat the rain. Maybe.
That's a good call. Yeah.
I would say the first couple of years that you and I were there, Brian, people were still pulling in like into the fort, back in their trucks and unloading on like, mid-afternoon on Thursday.
Yeah. I was trying to think about when our first year was. I had a memory pop up for me on Facebook today that had you, Jordan, me, and Drew Doster holding a Keepers banner, and I didn't have a beard, and I was wearing my Keeper shirt. Yeah. So I think maybe 6 years, but possibly 7.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
My first, I'm not sure. And we were over on the across from where we are now in the fort. We had just a couple pop-up canopies and a nasty green fake carpet thing.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. Man, that thing got dirty. Jesus.
But yeah, Wednesday was sweet. We were already able to drink a bunch of beers by the time the night came around. I think Snobs was mostly set up. We were set up.
Yeah, I think
Usual Suspects might have had something.
I think we had 12 set up, 12 taps on Wednesday night.
Yeah,
pretty good.
And then Thursday was kind of when the the festival proper started. I think the only real big event that happened on Thursday was maybe the beer dinner, beer and
And you did that, right?
food pairing. I did do that. Yep, I did that. Russ Waller and Marie were there. It was their first time out of MHF, so they decided to partake in all the things that they could. Yeah, quite a few. I think there were maybe only like 2 empty seats. And the food was really, really good. There was a tile fish, and I had the whole menu written down, and then I might actually have a picture of it, but it's the first time that I've actually like gone and like ate fish,
What kind
on
of fish did you
purpose
call
in a
it?
while. Tile fish.
I've-
Yeah. So the first course was a spicy golden tile fish tostada. Yeah. I thought it was going to be snapper at first. Kevin Pett said snapper at some point in time, but yeah, I don't know what a tile fish is.
I'm looking that up right now. I'm
Okay.
like,
It was good though.
I
And
think
then
that's fucking weird.
yeah, microgreen salad, then a braised chuck roast, which was fucking awesome. And then a macerated melon and cucumber pre-dessert palate cleanser. And then a blackberry sable tart. The tile fish was I think they paired the tile fish with 2 different beers. One was I think one was a goza and one was a cream ale, maybe. They don't have that listed, so I don't really remember. The braised chuck roast was paired with Perrin's No Rules, though. I think it was this year's No Rules. No, that was so good. It's one of my favorite. That's my favorite Vietnamese porter.
Because you had so many.
Yeah.
That's fun. No, that's cool. I'm glad the beer dinner was good. I know they're worried about doing that again this year because they lost so much money last year on it, and so hopefully they broke even. So that's cool.
Yeah, it was a big, expensive boil last year, and I don't think they charged anything.
They asked for donations, but like if you don't have cash, like what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
So.
Yep. And there were a lot of people up there. We did a boil this year too on Saturday.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, we'll touch back on that.
I was say I think I missed that. Unfortunately, I was stuffing my face elsewhere with the massive amount of food.
Everybody went all out on Saturday. Not that there wasn't a lot of food on Friday, but
I weighed myself when I took a shower after I got back yesterday, and I weighed 12 pounds more.
Wow.
God. I was wondering. So,
have you taken a shit yet? That's
so part of it. But I'm already down too, just from being alive, because I think we were all retaining a lot of water from all the salty food and
no doubt
all the beer and stuff. I mean, I don't actually care. I'll work on it, but
I think I had that conversation with Shayna. I was like, I'm not sure if I've lost any weight just because of all the walking I was doing, or if I gained weight because of all the food and beer I drank, like, or if I broke even. So I haven't weighed myself yet. I'll do that after the show, maybe, if I'm feeling brave.
Meh.
Yeah. Not that I'm not working on it more right now, the show and shit.
Cheers.
Yeah, cheers to 12 pounds.
I'm jealous of your beautiful amber colored beers you guys are drinking right now. Like,
I think it's time to brew one, Tim.
I know. I was thinking about it anyway for my Oktoberfest party. So
nice.
I just Oktoberfest.
Yeah.
Yep. Well,
everybody that's listening to the show right now is totally invited.
No.
There's all 3 of us.
Is there anybody listening?
Yeah, there's 3 people. Yeah.
I won't give them your address. It's okay. But they all know us anyway, so it's okay.
Yeah, it's all good. Yeah, I don't have any beer for that right now. I'm gonna have to get my ass going on brewing. So I wanted to do a Baltic porter too, so I should probably do that first. But
How many days away is it?
a month and 2 days.
Yours is the 21st. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so I gotta get on it.
I can bring beer too if you need. If
Yeah,
I can
actually,
brew something up.
Actually, that'd be cool if people brought guest beers over.
If it would make it easier on you.
I think. Well, I've got the Roush still, so I'll leave that on. I've got all that freaking simple syrup still.
All right.
And so I was thinking about like pulling a fruited seltzer out of my ass.
There you go.
I just need to get some Lutra and maybe throw some nutrients in.
When's the party supposed to be?
21st.
21st. I might actually be able to make that.
Yeah, I'll throw it out on the keepers page.
Yeah, if I got a beer on tap, I'll bring it. I highly doubt I'm going to go through my Oktoberfest in that amount of time. So
yeah, I think I might be all right. I think I might, but don't brew something for it. But if
okay,
I need something and you guys, you're like, yeah, I'm, whatever.
Cool.
Yeah, I think I got it.
What was it Thursday? Speaking of your simple syrup, was it Thursday night that the slushy machine started breaking down?
Shit out on Thursday. Barely got it going.
So
so sad.
It was sad. We had an amazing lineup for this year.
We were able to get some good lemon lime slushy out of it though.
Yeah, that was good. That was good.
Do you think it was just like the humidity? Like, is it just because it's a fucking electronic out there, or what?
The temperature sensor has been like slowly shitting out, and then it just finally shit out all the way. Because I watched the Mead Mamas load their slush machine into the back of their van, and we're way more careful with our shit than they are, and they're so. I mean, I think they had to replace the motherboard or something on it, but it's a pretty simple machine, so we'll get her going.
Yeah. They had a grape mead slushy going. That was pretty solid. I didn't try their other one. It wasn't ready, and then I kind of didn't wander back over there. Yeah. I don't feel like I did as much wandering this year as I usually do, and I mostly blame Motor City Mashers.
Yeah.
Well, it's deserved.
I blame them for a lot of things. Oh my god, we have our island is still full of all the bling that Connie won.
Trophies. I never saw the shirt that she won.
So when she made the bet with Greg, he was wearing like their Motor City Mashers Super Mario shirt.
So what was the bet?
If she got to 200 points, he would give her the shirt on his back. And she wanted the Super Mario shirt, but she has an actual official Motor City Masher shirt. So
he just fucking took it off at like right in the
middle
in
front of everybody and gave it to her. It was great. But we're gonna bring one to the Friday Night Flights and give a Lager Boy shirt. So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
So to elaborate, Mashers had a theme this year that was like 8-bit games for the most part, and music, like 8-bit music. And every tap that they had a QR code that you could scan and credit your account that you could make, with their website with a point. And they had special events that would give extra points. Playing video games over there would get you points.
Mm-hmm.
And once you reached a certain tier of points, like 10 points or 25 points or 50 or 125, you got increasingly cooler and cooler rewards, like a sticker or a 3D printed necklace or a taster glass or a pint glass or the shirt off of Greg's back.
Yep. Connie won the whole shebang.
There were club points and individual points, and I believe almost just because Connie had at least 1/5 of the points in her club alone.
Yeah,
read it right about
on 800 or 900, I think.
So. Yeah,
she's over 1,000.
Oh, she's over 1,000.
Yeah, I heard that we broke 1,000. So yeah.
I was really craving like light crushers, and they had
That's almost all. Yeah,
West
everything.
Coast pills, Italian pills, British Golden Ale,
Yep.
A Dortmunder. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I don't think they had any stouts. They had like a raspberry hibiscus saison was maybe their heaviest beer, and it was like super crushable. So their whole tap list is really light, and that's kind of what I was going for. I mean, I had a lot of good stouts and stuff out there too this weekend, but I just wasn't in the mood to drink a stout. You know.
Yep.
I'm with you too. I was chasing pretty much the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I was actually happy to see that it seemed like a lot of clubs had a lot of fairly like standard styles and light beers on tap, at least the ones that I visited. I definitely didn't get around to everyone like I'd hoped. Maybe I didn't hit Mead Mamas. Did I?
I think they had a couple beers on too as part of like craft or whatever.
I don't know. Friday night was I was everywhere.
Mashers had a jalapeno blonde on too that I really liked.
Yeah, it was good.
I was going back and drinking that a lot, and I ended up blending it with a pineapple mead that they had on too. And then I think Kukuk later told me that like those two were already pre-blended in something else that they had on tap. I don't remember what it was.
What did it in for me was that Kolsching hour they did on Friday.
Oh yeah.
And I just stood there and drank Kolsch for 2 hours, and then I was very inebriated. So I just went back to our bar and drank San Pellegrino water for a couple hours and sobered up. Worked out really well.
We
there you go.
Drank a lot of carbonated water at our bar this year. I took home one empty keg, and I don't think Russ's keg that he brought had a whole lot left in it when he left.
Empty. And we drank about half of my small keg of hop water too.
Nice.
So
yeah.
We did 2 full kegs at least.
Yeah, that was a good idea.
It is a good idea. We should keep doing that.
Agreed.
So are the Lager Boys doing a bigger sort of Kolsching hour next year?
Yeah, so this year it was just 3 mashers and me all brewed a Kolsch. Mike Neville, Greg Staniak.
I don't. Yeah.
Ryan Moore, and they were all super nice and clean. And I think that we talked to a couple people. They're like, "Oh, I brought a Kolsch."
Neville too.
Why couldn't I be part of that? And we're like, "Well, you can next year." So I think we might try to have one on tap at every bar. And so the Kolsching hour, and I want to have an actual like Stange glass, like a Kolsch glass that has like Lager Boys on it or something.
Mm-hmm.
And it'd be cool to like sell that, and then maybe give the profits to charity, and then people can just walk around for 3 hours and just drink all the Kolsches at all spot, and maybe have everybody put it on tap 2 or 1 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's easy to find. It'd be pretty cool, I think.
Do you think you'd want to sell those out there, or you'd want to like pre-sell those, like
I don't
get them etched and shit?
I think what we do is maybe just make 50 or 100 of them or something, and then first come first serve kind of a thing.
Shanna says I can etch some, but I don't know if we want to force you to etch like fucking 75 glasses.
I talked about it too, but it's not that much more money to have them come pre-labeled from some.
Yeah,
to buy them. So we'll look into it. But
though, I mean, if you can get like a sweet, Michigan Brews, cup or something like that, one of a kind.
Well, maybe Michigan Brews can sponsor it, so you're on the other side of the glass.
Oh yeah,
there we go.
Yeah.
Money.
Shanna says she can start tomorrow. One a day.
We got to get the glasses first, girl.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I would totally buy one.
Yeah, but I think a lot of people would do it, and it'd be cool to have a Kolsch off, and maybe even have a kind of like the game brew where people pick their favorite one.
Mm-hmm.
Have like a little, maybe the grand prize is a crans full of
cool
Lager Boys glasses. That'd be pretty cool.
Oh, that'd be sweet.
Yeah.
I don't. Despite it being one of my personal favorite styles, I think I've only ever brewed it once. I should get my ass on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do too. What is it? What you have a preference on yeast, Tim?
I'm a big fan of Omega Kolsch too.
Okay.
We can't get Imperial over here, so I know a lot of people like Dieter a lot. I know the Motor City guys all use Dieter, but I've used Koln. I think that's the Lalaman strain.
Okay.
I've never used Fermentus K97. That's supposed to be like German ale.
Okay.
But those would be kind of your options, you know. I like Kolsch too. It's good.
I've been on the dry yeast train for a couple years now, and I think I need to get back to exploring liquid yeasts again. I was telling you and some other people, I can't remember who, but another guy that I'm friends with over in Idaho, Ben, sent me a Mexican dark lager, Mexican amber lager, something like that he made with Omega's. I think it was Omega's like Mexican lager yeast, and like it just has this super unique flavor to it. It's almost a touch like acidic and like almost a touch like limey all on its own without having any of that.
Interesting.
You know, and it's just the yeast, and I'm like, you don't get that from 3470 or
yeah.
No, 3470 is just fucking clean.
Yeah,
that's all you get out of it.
So I need to start getting back on the specific yeast for a specific style train. I guess.
I don't know of anybody that makes a dry Mexican lager strain. I think
I looked.
Lager yeast is pretty similar to Czech yeast.
Okay.
I think they're kind of similar, but I don't think there's any dry Czech yeast either, is there?
I don't know of any. I'm not the yeast guru though.
I think
Budvar is Y yeast, right? Or is that White Labs?
Y yeast has one that's specifically called that for sure.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look. So there's for anybody that's listening and wants to like have a cool spreadsheet for reference, there's I think you should just be able to Google it. It's called Yeast Master by a guy named David M. Taylor. And it's just a Google Docs sheet. But he has a bunch of yeasts side by side between manufacturers like Lallemand, Fermentis, White Labs, Y yeast, and stuff like that. And he kind of lays out what strains are and are not identical between the different yeast manufacturers. And I think that I recall there being some yeast that was dry. That was like an equivalent, but yeah, for the life of me, I don't know. I'll look later. But check out that spreadsheet if you're curious. Maybe you can find it.
What was the spreadsheet called again?
Yeast Master.
I'll look it up.
Yeah, maybe just Google Yeast Master.
Let's see what happens.
I know. Yeah, I hope something home related pops up.
Maybe by David Taylor.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, it's a cool spreadsheet.
I've got a PDF of it.
And I don't know how accurate it is. I think
that Google Doc.
What's that?
There's a Google Doc of it.
Yeah, that's the Google Doc is like the living document or whatever. Yeah, Tim just linked it. I'll throw it in chat.
It doesn't have it just has Lallemand, Fermentis, Mangrove Jack, White Labs, and Y yeast.
Yeah.
But that should get you there.
Yeah.
But they also talk about what yeast is not, another yeast.
Yeah.
Like 3470 is not, this or that. Yeah. So it's cool. I don't know. There's some sources on there. Some aren't sourced, but I think there's like a couple threads on Homebrew Talk that seem to think it's pretty accurate. So yeah, at the very least, it's one other source of information to reference for making a choice for brewing something or another.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to be digging through this. That's for sure. I'm trying not to get lost in it right now and forget that I'm on a screen, start picking my nose or something.
I remembered I was on the air. I'm eating a beer. I'll be right back.
Yeah, dude, I'm about to crack one.
Say, speaking of, I'm halfway through my second, and now I've got.
That's the Sierra Nevada Oktoberfest.
Yep.
So you said you thought that was too bitter. Is that the thing?
Still think so. I think so. The first time I had it, it was like mildly cold. It hadn't been like stuck in the fridge for a while. It traveled in between the store and my place, and cooling it off helps, but I still think it's a bit too bitter. It's a collaboration with Gutman. I don't know who that is, but
Gutman Brewing out of Germany.
Yeah,
I don't know. I just guessed.
That's what I'm assuming. Like I was looking on the can to see if it said anything, but it just says collab Gutman edition. I'm not sure what that means, but I'd have to look it up. But I don't know. I mean, it's got good color. I feel like the nose is okay, but the more it warms up, the more bitter it gets. And yeah, not my favorite fest beer, but it's drinkable.
I'll be right back. I just cracked open a New Zealand Pilsner from that David guy that sent me a bunch of stuff. I'm gonna go give Shane a sip. I'll be right back.
I say that's a style that I definitely want to try brewing as a New Zealand Pils.
Yeah, I think you got some people you can talk to about that.
Just a few, yeah. And I definitely will be too. I mean, I was going through today and thinking about all the beers that I want to brew for next year, and it's almost all lagers.
Yeah.
I mean, I have my Schwarz beer. I want to brew that again for next year's competition. I'll probably do my International Dark again. Then, I mean, like as I said, I want to brew a Kolsch. Maybe I'll do that. Fest beer, I want to dial that style in. I mean, I got 4 there, and I was thinking of trying to do maybe some sort of IPA, like a rye or something like that, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, the New Zealand Pils.
Or New Zealand Pils, yeah.
A lot of us use the Gordon Strong recipe for that, which is basically like 5 pounds of pills, 5 pounds of churro, and like a pound of wheat.
Weeded, okay.
Just a little bit, or you can use carrot pills, whatever. But and then just yummy New Zealand hops. I think sometimes people overdo the hops on those.
Yeah,
like, you don't want them to be like IPA hoppy,
Yep.
Stevens cheated and dry hopped his, but
didn't do that well anyway, so it's all right. I thought it was okay.
I thought it was good.
Yeah, it was fine.
But yeah, so that'll be on my docket. I don't know, just the beers I've been drinking recently. Like it's been almost exclusively lagers, and I'll probably continue to brew those because that's what I feel like drinking.
There you go. Yeah, I want to brew a Baltic Porter next. I've never done one, so I'm going to start off with Mean Brew's recipe.
That's a good recipe, I hear.
Tweak it a little bit. So
what does that recipe use for yeast? 3470 or?
Oh man, yeah, I think so. I've got a big yeast pitch left over from making a Helles making the Märzen. So I've got a yeast pitch that was Helles, Märzen, and now I'm going to do that for the Baltic.
Nice.
The Mega Bach, that's the Anger strain, so that'd be closer to S23, I guess. But
when you first started talking about that, it looked like you were pulling something out of your pocket. Like you just had this fucking Baltic Porter recipe just like with you at all times.
Here it is.
I grabbed my phone and I was gonna look it up, and I decided
Yeah, I'm really fucking excited about this thing.
I gotta show you guys something. Hold on.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I don't know if I put the yeast in there or not, but
I can't wait to try it. I didn't like my last one. I brewed a whole lot, and so I want to try one again. But I think that the last couple I've had in the club, like people who are not me, have been killing that style.
Yeah, so he had 3470.
Okay. Yeah.
And I even took his water profile and everything. I swapped out a little bit of the chocolate malt for some pale chocolate because I just love the way.
Yeah. Yes.
So that's about the main thing I did. But I figured that'd be my heavy hitter. I usually like to have a Doppelbock or something on, and I have a 43 for Doppelbock and Icebox. I might as well close out 9 and get a Baltic Porter too.
That'd be sick.
Mm-hmm.
That's something I want to do too, is an Icebox. But did it feel like a lot of work?
No, I just I put about a little over 2 gallons in a little keg, and I just filled for 18 hours. And I just would slosh it around once in a while so it wouldn't like freeze solid, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And then after a day, I just racked the beer out of the keg. Or transferred it. It wasn't bad. Mine was better early than it is later, though. So it's actually gotten worse in comps score wise.
Really?
And it's hotter and more phenolic, which is kind of weird.
Huh. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I need to do more big beers this year. I've wanted to do a Russian Imperial Stout for the last like year. I have a recipe I really like, and I just haven't found the time. Everything that I make, I just want to drink right away, which is weird because I make mead too. But like I've just been making so many lagers lately, like you've been saying, Jordan, like you want to make, and even those I don't lager. I fucking fine with a little bit of gelatin and drink after like a week.
Yeah. I'm all about the hoppy lager right now. Like this one is was just basically it's a New Zealand pills with like rice.
I was gonna say I had that when I was out there, and it was one of my favorites that I had.
It looked better than this too. This is still shook up from bringing.
Oh yeah. I recall looking at it. I mean, we had stainless glasses or aluminum, so I was looking down at it, but
yeah,
looks good, tasted great.
Solid beer. Yep. It was we went to Witch's Hat and they have a beer called Lager, which is a rice lager. And they they use Michigan middle fruit hops. And it had a really nice white wine character to it. So Connie really liked it, so I tried to brew it. And so I used some German middle fruit and a little bit of Hallertau Blanc to try to like.
I like Hallertau Blanc. That's one of my favorite.
It didn't come out exactly how I wanted it, but it's good. So,
there was a recipe that I think I shot into one of our group chats once, and I don't know how you pronounce the name of this brewery. It's like Frem, but it's like Pfriem, Frem.
Okay.
But it was a Japanese lager, so like a rice lager, not a hoppy rice lager or anything like that. But I tasting that out at camp this weekend made me want to go back and visit that recipe and try to make like something like that.
Yeah, I really like the way it cleans the beer and knocks the body down in a beer a lot.
Like cold IPA.
Without like drying it, you know what I mean? Like it's not
yeah.
I like it a lot. So I prefer that to sugar or for knocking the body
How you mash with the rice? You use a specific. I've never used rice in a beer, so
so I'm a cheap ass. I don't buy flaked rice. I just buy minute rice, and I throw it right in the chug. And this one, I brewed 2 beers that day. So I brewed the Kolsch, and then I mashed in on this one on my old cooler mash tun. And then we went and ran some errands and went and swam in a lake and went on a boat ride with Pregenzer. And I came back, so it was like a 6-hour mash, and I hit like 90% efficiency on accident. So it was supposed to be like 1050 or 1045. I ended up being like 1070, and I dumped a whole gallon more into it, and it was still like 1058. So it was a little hot, a little hotter than I want it to be, but it's all right. It's good beer.
Yeah, it was.
It doesn't taste like 6.5. So.
Oh shit! No, I recall drinking. It did not taste that high. I figured it'd be around 4.5, 5. Oof.
No.
One thing for next year, because I don't think we did it this year. Did we have ABVs on our? Yeah.
No.
So ABVs on our boards next year, and that's all because we were just no theme, anything goes, like just being lazy and enjoying ourselves this year, which I did, and I think all of us did, and I wouldn't have had it any other way this year, but then getting names on the boards next year too.
I did find out that I did kind of miss having a theme.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you. Yeah,
you know what I mean. So we're gonna have to go really fucking hard next year.
Let's do it.
Were
So,
you there when we were talking about the idea for next year? Like,
I would.
yeah, okay. That was Molly Doster.
Molly Doster. Thanks, Molly.
Yeah.
Oh, I must have missed this. You can catch me up after the show.
Yeah, we will.
It'll be good.
We'll keep it a little bit of a secret until then.
No,
because I know Kukuk was fucking watching earlier.
Yeah, I do. That guy. Hey,
Sniper.
I got more medals than Danny Kukuk at Beer Cup this year. So,
but not as many as Brandon Edwards.
No, that guy is a fucking
man. That's
gold and a bronze.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
That's my goal for next year. I was telling Brian, I was like, I don't think I've had a single competition where I've multi-medal, or no, once. I did it with Glint Cap one year.
Oh, yeah.
But I've never done it at Michigan with the Michigan Beer Cup, and that's my goal for next year.
Next year, dude. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. Speaking of medal winners, Manchester just chimed in. He won 4.
Yeah.
Yep.
He was one of 5.
I think there were either 5 or 6. So Keith, Craig Matney.
Yeah, Craig Matney.
Jeff, or not Jeff. Jeff Carlson, I believe.
Yep.
Brandon. I'm trying to think of who others. Craig Matney was one of maybe 2.
There was one
who got an honorable mention for their 5th. So
I think that last guy was not club affiliated. I know he was walking over from like the Mead Mamas section.
Matt Ushman, maybe.
Oh no, it was Conrad.
No, it wasn't Ushman.
Conrad.
Yeah. Conrad. Yep, that's what it was.
Yep.
But yeah, Conrad Schlenner.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah.
Yep, Conrad did great. Yeah, we had some big showing. Were the awards okay? Like, did you guys like the raffle? Was that all right?
Yeah, I think.
Would you have rather like had tables where things were set out?
Oh, I think Tim's freezing up. No, you're good. I think it's on Tim's end. I think it was great. I do like the fact that, you know, as a medal winner, I have this gift card now that I can spend on whatever the fuck I want.
It was probably $50.
Yeah, it's probably just I'm probably gonna get like a 50-pound bag of malt and just have more malt on hand, which is wonderful. At the same time, though, it is I will say it's kind of fun, like winning a medal and walking up to a table and being like, this is kind of cool. I get to pick. Yeah. But I will also say, like, if you get, he's I know he's coming in very, very little bit.
I'm going to keep an eye on.
He goes.
No, that was me. I'm going to keep an eye on this thing down there.
And he's off entirely. But he'll come back in hopefully. But I will say, like, with the having a prize table, like if you're one of the later categories, like it's fucking slim pickings. So I will say the only thing that's kind of weird with the raffle is being able to win multiples.
Okay.
Because I know that happened more often than I figured it would have.
It did, and
2 or 3 people that walked away with 2 bags.
You weren't the only person to tell us that, so
yeah, which is fine. I mean, it's it's a learning experience. We're still building it. It's all good.
But it's also a raffle at the end of the day, and
yep.
If maybe we'll take more feedback too, because I mean, if you're out there winning 3 golds and a bronze and an honorable mention or whatever, and
Yeah, you should have more chances to get more shit.
sure,
Yeah.
yeah.
You do have more chances.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, you might have missed it. Tim Jordan was saying, what's your opinion on being able to win like more than one raffle prize? Because like in any other raffle, like you could, right?
Yeah.
You're buying tickets, and you could technically,
you
theoretically, win every prize.
The way you guys did it, putting the extra tickets in the bag.
Yeah.
I think did you rip them all off individually in the bag, or were they like in strings in the bag?
I stuck them in my back pocket.
No, not the ones you pulled.
Oh.
When you guys put the other half of the tickets in the bag.
Oh, did you put it? I didn't know. Did you put in a bunch of blank tickets in there?
No.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so what I'm asking is, when you gave us our tickets, when we got our medal, we only got half the ticket. The other half, the other side of it was in the bag, right?
Shannon says they're individual. She was out there with Connie. Yeah, I think.
Okay, and I just think maybe they just need to be mixed up more. That's probably about it. Because honestly, like it's just the way it works out. It's just
Yeah, no, that's exactly. That's what I was gonna say. Like if you put in a bunch of blank tickets in there, that would decrease the odds a bit, but just statistically speaking, kind of.
Yeah.
Even it out.
Keith, I remember this too. He says they did the prize table in the past, and the ones who won earlier got to pick the really good stuff, which is what you were saying. And then the following year, they do categories randomly out of a hat. And I remember that because they did IPA first or second, something like that. I took gold in IPA that year. And then I went up there and got a 3-way secondary regulator as a prize.
I remember that year.
Which is now in the back of my jockey box. So, nice. Yeah. That's which we can still do. We'll see. But yeah, I think we've had a lot of positive feedback on the raffle stuff, and it makes it.
I mean, I didn't see like the few bags I was able to look into. Like, I think it was just 2 or 3. Like, to be honest, it wasn't enough for me to be like, that's bullshit. Like, I'm not saying that by any means. Like, I didn't feel like the bags were heavy weighted enough with prizes for it to like really be much merit. Because I got a gold, so maybe I have a little bit of bias there because I got $50 to spend. But
so that would basically be it. Like, we can do prize tables. Like, Keith was saying they had gold, silver, bronze tables. I remember that. It was really fun to go up and pick a prize.
That's interesting. I remember that one year. Yeah.
But so in order for us to do that, probably, and Keith's been a huge help in helping us figure out how to get even more donations next year. Like Keith helped us out like a ton this year. Like already, like we got so much shit because of Keith. And we'll get so much more next year. But I feel like in order to get even more, we may have to take some of that prize money back. We spent over $3,000 in gift cards. Oof. So we'd have to like take some of that $3,000 and buy actual like prizes with it, maybe. Because our goal with the competition is to break even, basically. Maybe keep a little in the bank to seed the next year. But all of it should go back out as prizes or gift cards or something, heavier metals, which we're doing next year, by the way.
By the way, I thought it was funny. I should take a picture and post it on her, but my oldest, Charlie, has been walking around wearing my gold medal because he's proud.
That's very awesome.
Yeah, it's very cute.
Bruce, cheers from Canada. Thanks, dude.
Hey, cheers, Bruce. Cheers. Speaking of that, I'm empty, so I'm going to drop and grab another beer real quick.
Yeah.
I thought Brian Fisher did an awesome job emceeing. I'm still laughing thinking about that fucking joke about carrots. And then, fuck
rhubarb.
Rhubarb, and then later, this is sponsored by rhubarb. Fuck carrots. But I missed, I know we were pressed on time because of the weather, but I missed hearing the names of the beers. That'd have been cool.
Okay. Yes. Yeah. So there's 2 parts to that. One, 100% want to do that again next year. he says he rocked the MC. He was
Yeah, it was awesome.
He was fucking awesome. So definitely we'll keep that in mind next year. And 2, we did not do the Shakespeare Award this year. Some people might have noticed. We will bring that back again next year, probably. We swapped it out for the high gravity this year a little bit. Jason had some like personal life stuff going on, and I wasn't probably helping as much as I should had in regards to some of his preparation. But we will have a lot more prepped and done and stuff next year. So yeah, that's good feedback. Jason actually has a notes list of all the stuff that like he wants to change for the next year, like going like it's a living document. And so yeah, I'll shoot him a text about beer names.
Could you imagine Brian riffing on some of those names? It would have been great.
Shayna was telling me earlier in the kitchen, like she's like, I can't believe how fucking quick like his tongue is. Like,
oh yeah.
Oh, I mean, I just like, we were talking about having beer names up there. I could care less because half the time my beer names is like in fact, this one I submitted as Beer 1. It was
you did.
Yeah, it was just like
I texted you. I'm like I was going through like organizing.
You did. You're like, do you want to change it?
Yeah.
I don't have anything. Just leave it as that.
Cider 1, cider 2, cider 3, cider 4, beer 1. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, but I know some people put a lot of time into it, so
Yes, they do, and I would say like it would be fun to have that because I enjoy hearing some of the names despite my lack of creativity.
It was fun watching Jason award himself a medal again this year.
Yeah. It's the same with Brian, the MC. Like, it was like, put it on.
Yeah. He took. Damn it. Did he take 2?
He got an honorable mention.
Honorable mention is what it was. Okay.
Yeah.
Very awesome.
Yeah.
Did you guys try his saison out at Beer Camp? Is on Thursday, Friday. Yeah, Fisher. Yeah.
I might have. I did have a saison. Do you recall what tap it was?
2.
Yeah. Yes, I did have that. That was delicious.
It was really good.
Yep, he did a really good job. I went out there and helped him keg it, and like I could smell it like as we were throwing it into the keg, and I'm like, I can't wait until this is carbonated. we were both kind of doing the whiffing thing, and we were like, yeah, it smells right.
Hell yeah.
Speaking of kegs, I was gonna have my I had a little bit extra. I was like, I think I got a little more of that that gold medal winning beer on tap. So I took like 3 ounces while I was cooking, getting dinner together. I'm like, it's a good beer. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna drink some while I'm on stream tonight, and went to go fill up my cup and blew it. So I had literally like 3 ounces left. I'm like,
Yep.
Manchester's talking about the silver medal suicide now.
Oh my god.
Oh, I
didn't like it.
So
it fit in a weird spot.
It's not one of those things that I would go out and like drink a pint of, but like 3 ounces of it wasn't bad. And so for those listening, Jason had I'm not going to call it a brilliant idea, but he had an idea of taking all of the silver medal winning beers this year that did not go to best in show or anything, dumping them into a keg, throwing it on some carbonation, and then serving it on one of our taps. And he did it, and we brought it out, and it tasted exactly like what you would expect a mead, cider, IPA, stout, English, like
spiced.
Whatever beer to taste like spiced. Yeah.
I had 2 beers in a keg.
Hell yeah. Could you taste them? Did you pick them out?
No. It tasted like whoever had the spice, the winter warmer, that was like the most dominating flavor, I thought.
It definitely was, but I had like as you were drinking it, which is why I couldn't tell if I didn't like it, because it was like, you take a sip of it, and to me it was like it started off a little bitter, then got malty, then you got the spice like towards the end, and it kind of tapered off in like this conglomeration of flavors, and it was just like there was a lot going on in that beer, and I don't know if I hate it.
You gotta use the finger
Yeah.
quotes.
Yeah, beer, beverage.
A brag
Yeah,
Liquor. Yeah.
bragaff.
Brag.
Yeah,
You could taste honey in there. You could taste cinnamon was very distinctive.
it
I
was
feel
very
like
forward.
whatever
Yep.
that was. Yeah. When I had it for the very first time, I thought it tasted a little cola-y, like Dr. Pepper a little bit.
I could see that.
Yeah.
11 herbs and spices. That's
Good times.
it was. Oh yeah, thanks, Bruce. Yeah, it was very, very interesting. It was a very interesting beer.
It's very
interesting
beer.
They should just do that with all the mini boss. They should just dump. I think the dumb bucket or the boss. Take the dumb bucket and king that next year.
I was just gonna say we should do it with all of it. Do the bronze, the silver, and the boss. Like you just taste them all. Get the gambit. Everything the judges tasted, you're gonna get all that experience in one taste.
So I don't know if Nikki did that with this year's beer. Did any of you get the little bottles that Jason was handing out?
I got one.
They're kind of purple. Yeah.
I have not tasted it yet.
She did distill some of the dump bucket, and added something to it.
I think it was fruit.
It's purple, so
yeah,
that's my guess, but I don't know exactly what it was.
Should I go get it? Am I making bad Monday decisions?
No, absolutely, go do it. Yes.
All right, I'll be back.
There's still such thing as a bad Monday decision. Come on.
Nikki's got some crazy ideas.
Blueberry is what Keith thinks.
Probably.
Keith thinks blueberry. So yeah.
Well, I'm getting the signal to wrap it up.
Okay, dude. No worries.
I'm gonna beg off, but either way, it was a good homebrew fest. It was a good time.
Yeah. Well, thanks for coming on, man.
It'd be nice.
We'll I'll stand until Jordan's done chugging down the entire thing. I don't even know what ABV that distillate is. And then we just kind of wanted to recap and chill and talk for a little bit, and
it was a good time.
Appreciate coming on.
All right, buddy.
Time this year.
See you later. Hope Jordan doesn't die.
No, he'll be fine. All right, see you, dude. Bruce, you're good, man. I'm gonna hang out here until Jordan comes back. Well, there he is, right there. I think he can add himself back. Yeah.
Oh, did he freeze back up?
No, we're good. So
All
Jordan had to bounce.
I'm right here.
I have Shayna.
Oh, I was coming in to save you, but he's back.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No,
Yeah, I'm right here. I haven't unpacked yet. It's still right here.
Okay.
And hey, Bruce, not a problem for joining the stream late. Just happy to have you here, man. We are, or woman, maybe.
Yeah, I don't actually know. I don't recognize the name, so
I haven't seen you here before. So
Bruce,
thanks.
if we should know you from Canada, let us know. I don't know if I know a whole lot of Canadian.
And have a drink with us.
Yeah.
All right. So this is what I got. This was the distillate from the dump bucket. Well, good. This is a great episode for you to jump in on, because making some bad decisions or a great decision. I don't know.
Oh, well, that's it. So I'm a channel subscriber, but I haven't joined any events yet. We this is very low key. So
yes,
appreciate you being. We call this. I like to call this beer chore radio. Like no, please don't spit that all over your keyboard.
I love it. I love it though.
It's the kind of I just like listening to homebrew, like, or beer banter while I'm like cleaning kegs, or like kegging a beer, or like, doing dishes or something like that. So we try to create maybe the sort of content that we like to listen to. We don't take ourselves seriously. We don't charge anything. We don't have a Patreon. We do this because it's fun for us, not necessarily because we want to make money off of it or anything. So
maybe an OnlyFans though. That's still
so there is a so I live in a city called Kalamazoo. Jordan is too.
yeah.
Portage. I guess we're both in Portage technically, but there is a beard club, just like this is like we're in a homebrew club in town here, and every year they sell calendars for charity, I think. And it's
Kalamazoo Whisker Club,
yes,
or
Kalamazoo Whiskers or something like that.
Yeah.
And it's all the guys like in the club, like in various compromising positions and stages of undress. And they're not the they're like me. They're not the most attractive guy in the world, but they have a lot of fun doing
You're
it.
Beautiful, man. You're so beautiful.
It's very. I bought one a couple years ago.
Oh,
if
Shayna. Is that what we should do for next year? Part of the themes,
yes.
like
right.
just have calendars all around.
Yeah, all right. Keepers of Craft calendar. We'll sell it, donate it to like what's Pagans in Need, I think, or something like
there
that.
We go.
Town. It's a charity that collects a lot of food for.
I'm calling the pose with the mash paddle.
Yeah. Where what part of Michigan is Billy brewing there, Bruce?
And also, like, where are you from in Canada? If you don't mind stating.
I'm gonna have to I'll look up that handle later. This is Game and Dude Brewing. I get it.
Yeah.
Gamma Dude. I don't know.
Strategically play. No. Oh no. I'm gonna.
Shayna is strategically.
That thing has holes, Shayna. There's not really many ways you can strategically place it.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's why you got to get the strategy. You twist it at like just the right angle. Yeah. So how's
laying in a bed of malt?
How's the vodka? Or
I haven't tried it yet. I was gonna ask if I should wait till he joins back up.
Oh no, he's out for the night. Tim got the
Yeah.
signal to bounce, and
he's
gotta help get the kids to bed and stuff.
All right. Okay. Well, then I'll try this. This doesn't smell bad.
You can mix it with a little cider too, right? You got some cider on tap or something. Oh, that's a big pour.
Well, Monday decisions, man. I'm laid off right now. It's not like I have anybody to defend.
You're in between jobs.
Yeah.
Yeah. You gonna sip it or you gonna shoot it?
Oh, I don't know. What should I do?
You should shoot it. Absolutely.
Shoot it. Is
Monday decisions.
Yeah, Monday. What do we say? Let's. Anybody else? How many people we got watching? 6. Let's see. Hey, what's the people say?
Vote and chat.
Yeah. Can we do a poll?
I wonder if we can. I don't think we can. We'll request that as a StreamYard option.
There we go. It really doesn't smell too bad.
Can we zoom in on you?
Keith says shoot. All right. Here we go. All right. Oh, and a sip. Okay, now we got. Okay, there's a shoot. Hey,
there's a shoot.
All right.
And Shanna says shoot.
All right. Shoot it wins. All right, here we go. I guess because that's not a full shot. We'll just.
Oh no, I didn't. Oh no.
Chop it off a little bit there.
I didn't mean for you to do that. Oh no.
Oh no.
This could be like 80%. No, it could be like 80%. You have no idea.
That's true. I have absolutely no clue. Oh God.
This is totally legally made home liquor somehow.
I'm gonna move my trash can up front in here just in case this.
Oh.
Here we go. Bottoms up. Oh God! Now you got me scared.
You said it smelled good, so
yeah,
right?
It doesn't smell that.
Yeah,
doesn't smell that bad. Okay, here we go. It's not 80%. That's pretty
okay.
low. Really not that bad.
Good. Excellent.
Got an aftertaste.
I mean, it is dump bucket distillate. So, you know, like,
It
yeah,
is.
it's a little bit of that saliva. Like, yeah.
That is. That is. It's not as bad as I expected it to be. It's got like it's definitely sweet. It's very sweet. Has like a weird like malty character to it.
Huh.
Yeah. It smells worse than it tastes. Like it smells kind of fusel, but there's no burn.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice
Not
job,
too bad.
Nikki. I have some of her limoncello left from maybe 2 or 3 years ago that I think she did something similar with that. She took some bottles. I don't know if it was dump buckets or like B bottles or what, but she made limoncello out of it, and it was pretty nice. I think I mostly used it like as a mixer into like something.
I was gonna say this is definitely seems like it'd be a good
Nice.
like mixer, like putting it in with some gin or something would be
Oh yeah.
pretty good.
He said he confirmed when Nikki knows blueberry.
Ah, all right, cool.
You should confirm that it's not 80%. If it is like 80% or something, then I mean even better, right?
Yeah, I'll have to call into my non-existent work tomorrow. It's, all right. I mean, I am a father, so I can't call into that. But
well, good job, Nikki.
Yeah,
Jordan, you have
that
to bring
was-
the next keepers meeting so we can share it around.
yeah, I definitely will. Now that a whole like ounce or so is gone of it, but yeah, really, it wasn't bad at all. Wasn't bad at all.
So, anything else happening at MHF that we should hit on, or?
Oh man, there's so much going on. Like, I don't feel like I participated in enough things.
I feel like that this year too, for sure.
There's so much. That Simon Says game was fun.
Oh, musical cups.
Yeah, musical cups. Yeah, yep. That was a good time.
Until Chana got fucked out of winning first place.
Yeah.
Damn you, Cam. No.
That would have been the only game that Keepers didn't win that I knew of.
What other games were there? Darts,
and then
the 8-bit thing.
The 8-bit thing.
You know what we haven't done in a while? There hasn't been a cornhole like tournament in a couple years.
Yes. We've got to go reclaim our silver.
Yeah. Silver 2 years in a row.
Yeah.
I think. Yep. KGOB took a Club of the Year award this year.
Yes. Yep. I'll be petty by 1 point.
What was it? 1 point?
That's what I was told.
That's what Jason said.
I don't think I got it from Jason, but
Okay.
that was definitely the one. That was the rumor going around that we lost it by a point.
Maybe he said it out loud. It was very close.
Yeah.
I don't remember what the exact split was, but yeah, it was very close. And we did take best of shows into account. So Amy Olsen definitely.
They took it with the best of show.
That for sure helped, and
Yeah.
Michigan Mead Coalition all checking their stuff in under KGB instead of MMC.
Wait, what? I didn't know that. Collusion.
Yeah, well, no, it's not. No, well, so here's the thing. That's what they all.
There was one. Oh, they're all a part of the same club.
Yeah,
okay.
for them. Yeah. It wasn't just. So Michigan Mead Coalition is like a secondary club for other, like I'm a Michigan Mead Coalition paid member, but I check my shit under Keepers. So my mead medal and my points are under Keepers this year.
Okay.
But the vast majority of the mead makers in Michigan are really KGB people. So, and even I'm going back and looking right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I know they were
7,
just
8,
cleaning
9,
up on
10.
the meads. It was
11 of the listed mead awards are KGB members. So yeah, 100%. And really, that's probably the reason Keepers was able to take our first ever Club of the Year award in the first place, was because Michigan Mead Coalition formed, and then a lot of KGB people entered their mead under Michigan Mead Coalition, and it split their points out too far, and it was enough where Keepers kind of came up and swept in. So
here's an idea. Should we offer like a bonus club point for a sweep?
maybe. I think KGB had here. Let's see here. There's one.
KGB had,
two.
I think, one or two.
I see two at least. Keepers had one.
I think we had two. I think that's a fun idea. Not, I mean, we're a part of Keepers, which is, we took a lot and a have for a while, but I think that it's a fun idea. Double down. But
I think we only won Club of the Year 3 years in a row.
Yeah. Yep.
And KGB,
they got it like 6 years in a row, didn't they?
It split out between them and I don't know the lore here. One other club, and before it bounced back to KGOB again, I think. So, yeah.
Was it the Mashers?
I don't think so. Mashers have won Dead Grass a few times, including this year, because their 8-bit theme was...
Which was fantastic. The amount of effort those guys always put into their theme is just... Every year they bring it.
I spent too much time over there this year. And then Josh Duggar from Cass took a Beer Buster show with a I always pronounce this wrong. I believe it's a Pivo Grodzicki, but I'm still probably pronouncing that wrong.
Which is interesting because that's not a style I think you hear of a whole lot. Like, you'd expect it to be something that's like, I don't know, but maybe that's just me because I'm not in it, in the mix of it as much as I used to be. But I was kind of surprised too. I think I'm doing this wrong. This is the one that needs to come down. But yeah, that was pretty interesting to hear that. Like, that's not a style you hear of too terribly much.
I went out to State Fair for one of their judging sessions this year, and there were 2 pivos that were really, really, really tasty. So it wouldn't surprise me to see his like medal over there again. So keep an eye out for that.
I'll say here.
Oh, what up, Mark? Yeah, go for it.
I got it. I was gonna say, yeah, Mark, bring it. Absolutely.
Oh, dude, you guys, yeah, you were good. Like, appreciate you being out there and being such great neighbors too.
Oh yeah, these were the guys. Okay, beer's great.
Yeah,
I appreciate the sausage. That was needed. The currywurst.
The Keeper's first official year out there was like 2 pavilions and like 7 taps, and rain was pouring like all over the mud, like where we're standing and stuff like that. And we had like a few like crappy tables set up, and it was still just a blast. And yeah, I mean, yeah, just bring it.
Yeah, absolutely. And
make it everything you want it to be, really. Oh, that currywurst, that was you. Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah. Absolutely delicious. That's, I will say, now the alcohol's hit me. Like, that's one of the big things. Like, it's the Michigan Homebrew Festival, but the people bring the food. Like, there is some really fantastic, just delicious food there, and it's just out. Go get your fill. I'm a pig, so I tried to eat everything. But
so that was the first year we were out there officially, and I wasn't there. He says we were outside the fence next to Craft. So
yeah,
I heard about
year
that.
1. Yep.
I think it was just like Jason McQuillan and somebody else maybe. And then the year after that, we snuck our way inside the fort, like kind of still down by Craft and Mead Mamas, but inside where Cass is right now. I think basically that's where we were. And then we were there for a few years, and then we snuck across the road.
I think it was 2 years, right? We were there for 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
And then something happened like in 1 year and a bunch of clubs dropped.
Yeah,
There
it
were a few
was
spots
weird.
open.
It was weird COVID stuff and something to do with dildo gate. And which that's
a thing.
It's just it was a whole thing. But yes, we were able to claim a spot because of a dildo, more or less. So
It's
yeah,
a fucking 12-inch dong. Like
somebody still has it, supposedly. I don't know where it is. It still has like a piercing.
I was hoping somebody was going to turn it into a tap. A tap.
It was for a while, I think. I'm almost positive.
I mean, who is it? Is it a Pontiac Brew Tribe that's got the mannequin?
Yes, yeah.
Pours out the tits. Fucking loved it. I didn't even ask what it was. It was just give me the left tit.
I don't know if I had any of the tit beers this year. Yeah, the food was super good. The boil. Oh, we mentioned the boil earlier. We're going to talk about the boil.
Yes.
He says he actually witnessed David piercing it with one of our tag beers, which I still have one of those. I hope people have those. Those are a rare commodity. But yeah. Speaking of dildos and stuff, somebody who I don't know has been making comments all night brought a bunch of stick-on tattoos, temporary tattoos with various sizes and colors of male anatomy this year. Did you not know that or see him or get one?
Oh, I didn't get one. I didn't know who brought them.
So somebody's very creative. Yeah.
That was I know one of them had somebody's face on it.
Yes.
That was fantastic.
Yep, I believe that was a special one made for Pat Hyde. Oh god. Yeah. So the boil, yes. Patrick gave me a list of groceries and I went out to Costco to buy like ice and also get groceries while I was out there with Bill Blakesley. And I gotta find this pic. Maybe I can send it to myself while I talk. So Patrick made this shopping list and it had a bunch of shit on it, like 24 pounds of sausage and 6 pounds of vegan sausage and onions and lemons and all this stuff. And on there, he wrote what I read to be 30 cans of corn. And, I'm like, I don't consider myself like the most intelligent guy or anything like that. But like, I guess I should know that boils have corn on the cob, right? They don't have like random floating pieces of fucking beer. I'm sorry, random just floating pieces of corn like out in the thing. So I don't know.
Kind of a soup. But I could see that. I could see the confusion.
So I text him and I'm like, do we have a can opener? And he doesn't respond. And so I'm texting like other people in the club. I'm like, can you get a hold of Patrick for me? Like I need to know if we have a can opener or not. And so here's the thing. And so right here,
I can 30
cars 30 cars of corn. Right. Yeah. So
Yep.
So I glance at it and thought that said cans when it's supposed to say ears. And and so
I probably would have done the same thing. I'm not gonna lie.
So if I hadn't asked if we had a can opener, I thought I was prepping like really well. I'm like, oh man, we're gonna get back and try to open these cans of corn, and like we're not gonna have an opener, and like Patrick's gonna be pissed at me. So I was really trying to do my due diligence, and he's like, no, motherfucker, like get me ears of corn. Like,
You are better than me, because I will say, maybe this is going to cut me out of meal planning, but I would have just showed up with a bunch of fucking cans of corn. I'd have been like, we're fine. I probably just would have bought the can opener, or fuck, I've got camping bins. There's probably a can opener or 3 in there. I probably would have just showed up with that and just like, cool, yeah, we're good.
in we go. But can I
Yep.
say, I don't know how many people got to eat these things, but this was the best goddamn corn I have had in like forever.
I'm so
Like,
sad. I didn't eat any. I'm sorry, Patrick.
It was that it didn't necessarily make the meal, but my God, like with all the just like spices like dripped all over it instead of like butter and stuff like that. Oh,
Yeah.
it was good.
I think the main reason why I didn't is like by the time that it came out, I'd already like visited 4 different clubs and gotten plates of food. So I was like, up to here. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have that later.
How can we not talk about the pig roast on Friday?
Oh, that was epic. Not something you see a lot recently.
Nope. Like whole dressed hog on Friday. I don't know what I was doing on Friday. I went out and saw it, but I didn't eat any of it.
Yeah, I think I was with you. I didn't get to eat any of the pig.
Like, there was still plenty left. Like
I know they had it for 2 days.
Yeah,
like that's how much food there is at this place. Like they had a whole fucking smoked hog by Famous Dave's. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't eat any of it. And I was like on a mission for food. There was just I just kept getting sidetracked by all the tasty fucking things that were around everywhere. And it was all the time. Like you wanted something to eat at 4, well, probably not 4 in the afternoon, 5 in the afternoon, maybe 4. I don't know. People started a little early.
Pretty early.
But all the way up until fucking midnight, like I think it was who was it that had the cobbler?
Usual Suspects.
Usual Suspects, yeah, the Australians. That was their theme.
These people.
Yeah. That was delicious. Had some good wings Friday or Thursday night. Like there's as
Keith,
much.
Did you guys
food.
do smash burgers this year again? I feel like you guys did like midnight smashies last year, right? Oh, there were smash tacos.
Yeah.
That Colin and
those were delicious.
And MCM kind of like collaborated on.
I think I went through that line 3 times. I'm a glutton. I will eat so much. Like if I let myself go, I'm gonna eat till I like fucking pop.
Shanna brought 2 whole loaves of focaccia and busted those out with a bunch of lunch meat like at midnight.
I remember like Shanna saying, it's like, no, we have focaccia and lunch meat. I'm like, fuck yeah, I'm gonna eat it, and I never saw it.
Yep. We just on Saturday it was so loud over at the keeper's tent, and karaoke went on so late that we brought the focaccia over to the AABG tent, and like Colin, Shayna, and I and some other people just like mowed into some focaccia over there, and then eventually brought it back and set it down over by keepers.
I totally would have smashed some of that. Although at that point in time, like I was kind of slowing down. I was past my food coma, and I was like, I've had it for years. I'm like, being horizontal is starting to sound really good.
Yeah. Yep. I went to, I don't think I stayed up later than 1 any night.
Well, I remember you texted me. You're like, you have my watch, or I have your watch. I'm like, cool. I'm in my tent. You're like, oh, well, I can hold on to it. I was like, no, I'm not staying here. My feet just hurt like fuck, and I needed to get off of them. 4 straight hours of drunk karaoke.
It really was
pretty much. Yeah,
we started it was like 7:30 to 11:30 or something.
It was fantastic.
Oh, well, I'm
That's
probably
the end of my beer.
Yeah, I'm gonna wrap up here too, but we touched on a lot of shit. We'll be back with a more on topic, whatever episode, but we just wanted to get together and talk about our fun weekend and shit for a little while tonight. And yeah, we'll see. Maybe a couple weeks. Got a lot of stuff coming up. State Fair. There's a lot of Oktoberfest parties coming up. So
Favorite
got a lot
time of
stuff to
year.
talk about. Yes. You said you have an
it.
Oktoberfest right now?
I do.
Okay.
I do. I'll say this. I originally was trying to do a fest beer. South County didn't have all the stuff that I was looking for. They didn't have any Vienna, so I kind of had to substitute just a bit more Munich.
Mm-hmm.
Turned out a bit darker than what I was expecting, so I don't think it quite fits fest. So I'm calling it an Oktoberfest. It's just a touch too dark.
We may be streaming State Fair. Blair hasn't reached out to us. Maybe I'll reach out to him and see. I think that was appreciated last year. So as long as it's not too much of a pain for him to set up electronic hookups for us, we'll try to do that. He says how many keepers are coming out for State Fair. I know I am. I think Tim and Brandon are.
Not it. I'm not coming.
Okay. Jason's probably a hard maybe. I feel like we have a lot of others that randomly show up. I'm trying to think of who some of our other regulars are. But yeah, we'll have I'd wager we'll have it, somewhere between 5 and 8 there. That'll be good. I know some people from Cass that are coming out. Sounds like Keith's coming out. Shayna's coming out. Yeah, that'll be fun. Oh, Shayna's sister's coming out, so Shayna has to come out.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow. All right.
Shayna's sister's trying to bully her into riding some of the rides out there. super safe rides.
Do it, Shayna.
But no, we appreciate y'all tuning in, and I'm gonna go finish my beer and crash early for the second night in a row. So
I feel so good. I'm so old.
Yeah. Stay on, Jordan. I'll tell you about the theme.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right, everybody, have a good night. Again, thank you very much for tuning in, and we will catch you all later.
Cheers.
Cheers.